guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Happy 2018. I haven't seen you guys since last year pretty much. So since then I did set up a little kind of like a backdrop in my beauty corner for my videos until I get a new stand for my phone. You guys won't be able to see it, but one day we'll be sitting up higher where you guys can see it. And I feel like I'm giving you guys Nola Darling vibes. If you guys have been watching She's Gotta Have It on Netflix, Nola's hair be wrapped up like this. Now I'm talking about some I need hazel eyes to look like her, but whatever. So today we are going to be talking about a controversial topic. And I typically stay away from those just because you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or whatever, but sometimes things just need to be talked about. So I asked for video suggestions from friends and people who watch my channel, and one of the things that came up was like parenting, like behind the scenes, or kind of mommy thoughts that you're not allowed to share. Because let's be real, as a mom, you're supposed to, according to society, I feel like, be happy and cheerful and just happy to be a mom 24/7. And that's, who does that? I'll wait. Y'all can comment down below if that's y'all, because that's not the reality that I know. None of my mommy friends feel like that all the time. I'm in 2 Facebook groups that are mommy group related. So quick shout out to the mommy group, the Mommy Grind on Facebook. And my friend Bree also has a Facebook group called Mommy Me and Co. So if you guys need a mommy group on Facebook, please hop on one of those. But aside from that, the mommy groups that got me started were my group me groups, which is really like me and friends and moms that they know. So it's a little bit more intimate. There's only about 20 of us, so we kind of know each other's situations more closely and personally because there's less people. But basically, like, mommyhood is not easy. From the moment you find out you're pregnant to your child's whole life, like, it's pressure. You always feel like you're not doing things right. You feel like you're being judged on how you raise your child, or if your child is not meeting a milestone at the same time that other kids are. And I'm here to tell you, that's all bullshit. If you've seen Bad Moms Christmas, and you're a mom, I recommend you watch them because they're hilarious and you relate so closely to the characters, honestly, because you're just like, they want us to be perfect moms, and I don't feel like that exists. You gotta do what's right for you and what's right for your child, and there's so many pressures out there. Aside from how you think things are supposed to go, there's also the stigma of, what if I say something that makes me look like a bad parent? Or what if I don't agree with something that everybody else is doing that has to do with my child? Like, there's so many pressures. So I'm here to give y'all the real tea. Tell you what it is, at least from my perspective. You don't have to agree with my opinion. From conversations, I know a lot of my friends have felt like this. And like, honestly, with most things in life, you have to find a little humor in it to get over it. Put your big girl panties on and keep it moving, because that's what us moms do. You already know we wasn't built like these men out here because they can't handle being a mom. I tell Malcolm all the time, like, if he stays home with Mason, because I don't know if you guys know, I don't know if I've shared, but I do have a part-time job now. I went back to a group home that I used to work for. So sometimes on the weekends I'm not home. Prime example, on Saturday I worked a double. I was at work from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. I'm considered a bad mom to some people. Let's be real. I was away from my child for 16 hours of the day. He was with his father the entire day. I'm doing what I need to do for me and my family. At the end of the day, it works for us. So it is what it is. But to some people, it's kind of like, no, you shouldn't do that. You need time with your child. You need to make sure that you're home when your child is home. And I get that, and I do that most of the time. But sometimes, like, things happen and you have to do what's best for you, like I keep saying. But let me not get ahead of myself because I'm good at doing that shit. We're gonna take it back to the beginning. First of all, like, I guess I'm gonna do bullet points. If y'all know me on a personal level, you know I live by bullet points. Like, if I'm in an argument with you, aka Malcolm, and I need to prove a point, I have stuff written down, bullet points, to tell you how I feel about a certain topic. Because maybe I should have been a lawyer in a past life or something. But oh, sorry guys, and let me tell y'all, under here is a nice deep conditioner. About to get these, cause y'all know the winter curls be dry. And I'm not beat for no dry curls. We need to get these popped up. But anyway, so bullet point number 1, or exhibit A. First of all, my child, I didn't even get to no points yet. My child already calling me. Y'all see that? Let me make sure he has a snack. BRB. Okay, so exhibit number 1. All our pregnancy stories are different. All our positive pregnancy test reactions are different. Do not feel bad, or don't let anyone make you feel bad for how you felt the moment you found out you were pregnant, because everyone's situation is different. So I can't say that mine is ideal compared to anybody else's, but for us, it was a mix of emotions of, well, I took a pregnancy test. Me and Malcolm weren't living together, so I took a pregnancy test. And for me, I thought the pregnancy test was broken, because I was like, no, ain't no way that I'm pregnant right now. Yes, Mason. But I lied, because clearly I was pregnant. So y'all know, like in, bless you, like in any of my videos, Mason and the dog are always here. It's like I don't have one child, I have two. But anyways, yeah, so you can't let anybody make you feel bad, or allow anybody to be in your space when it comes to that. That's your personal reaction. I know some people who weren't happy about it because they felt their circumstances weren't the best. Stop it. I know I have friends who are married and are having a hard time conceiving. So whenever they do get a positive pregnancy test, their reaction is gonna be super happy, but you know, everybody's situation is different, so you can't blame yourself for how you feel in that instance. But there is a stigma out there about that. Like, why would you not be happy to be pregnant? And that's not everybody's reality. So, bullet point number 1. Number 2, things that they don't tell you when you're pregnant, because I did a lot of reading when I was pregnant. I'm very, like, my body, I guess, in tune with my body. You want to sit with me? If you're going to sit with me, we have to turn down your cartoon, okay? Don't touch the camera. You can sit here, but you can't touch it, okay? Don't touch it. Leave it right there so you can watch it. Say hi.
Hi.
Say, what you doing?
Doing.
Say, my name is Mason.
Mason.
I'm Mason.
Mason.
I'm awesome.
Awesome.
So he's so cute. So yeah, things they don't tell you when you're pregnant. I watched a lot of YouTube vlogs on pregnancy, following like week by week. I have the book. I'm like a iPad person, so I have a lot of books on my iPad, on my Kindle and stuff. But can you sit right here? Sit next to mommy, okay? Just sit right there. Siéntate en el piso. Siéntate en el piso. He made me lose my train of thought, y'all. Hold up, I got it. Okay, so I read a lot. I watched a lot of videos. I watched Discovery Channel's Ultimate Guide to Pregnancy a few times. I think I know the words to that little movie, and it's like an hour and a half, hour, 45 minutes. But there's a lot that they don't tell you. If you haven't read Tia Mowry's book, Oh Mama, I think it's called, you should, because it's funny, but it also like tells you the real tea. Bullet point subsection A. When you're pregnant, the hormones cause, oh sorry guys, I don't remember, I think I introduced him in my first video, but this is my second baby. This is Kowa, my Shih Tzu. He needs a haircut, you can barely see his eyes. But yeah. But, so, with that, hormones cause things to change in your body. Not just while the baby is growing, I guess, but stuff gets darker, okay? From your areolas to stuff down there gets darker. If you are pregnant and watching this, Mason, not right now. Put it back. Put it back. If you're pregnant and watching this, good luck. You'll notice it over like time. I'm trying to think what else. That was a big one because I did not know that. And then one day I was like, what the heck is going on with my body? Obviously, you guys know that down the line of pregnancy, you do get La Linea Negra, which is like that dark line that comes down your stomach when you're pregnant. That does go away after delivery, but it causes other things to change colors as well. Two, subsection B. Towards the end of your pregnancy, you know how women are like, don't touch it, don't touch the camera, don't touch it, thank you. You know how women are like, I'm so ready to have this baby out, I'm so ready. You know why? It's because your vagina feels like it's gonna fall off. It legit does. Like, I remember I didn't leave work till I was 37 weeks, 38. I wanna say 37 or 38 weeks, because he was born at 39. Okay, so I left at 38 weeks. I was walking around the office wobbling. And you know why we wobble, guys? Because you feel like your vagina is gonna fall off. It's just like this pressure of the child getting into position and all that stuff. But it really is not that pleasant. And you're just like, what the hell? Subsection B3, 2-3. What the fuck, 2-3. 2C, you're just gonna be uncomfortable. Like, let's be real. Your first trimester, I had like nausea, but I wasn't throwing up, but you're still uncomfortable, right? Second trimester, your bump is starting to come out, you're a little excited, you hype. That third trimester, you're like, okay, I'm getting a little big, my nose is spreading, my boobs are ginormous, my feet are huge. I love you, baby, but you know, you might get this eviction notice soon. But at the end of the day, you get this cute little thing. Cute, he's so cute, he's so cute. And you get it over it. You get over it. You get over it. Honestly. Bullet point number 3. And I've been asked this question, like, legit. I work at a college. I know I work with college students, so they were very, like, super excited when I was pregnant and ready for Mason to come into the world. So they had questions post baby. One being, Julie, does giving birth hurt? Said, think about the most painful thing that you've ever been through in your life, and that will never equal out to childbirth, I feel like, okay? I don't know if you guys are C-sections or if you're vaginal, if, you know, I don't know your situation if you're watching this, but me, myself, and I did natural labor. I wanted to go drug-free. I wanted a vaginal delivery because so much of the reading that I did talked about the women and child bond that happens when the hormone, oxytocin is released during childbirth. That hormone is also released during orgasms. So it is a very bonding hormone, binding I think is the word, hormone, and it does make you very, I guess, close to your baby. So I wanted that natural experience. I have been, my whole pregnancy, I pray, I believe in God, and my whole pregnancy, from the moment I found out I was pregnant, it was just, God, I don't really have a preference if it's a girl or a boy, but I just want a healthy child. Please let me get a healthy child. And please allow me to have, you know, a natural delivery without drugs. You know, I don't want nothing to interfere with my bonding with the child. So God works in mysterious ways, guys. He sure does. Because I went into labor I got to the hospital, they checked me, I was 4 centimeters, did a couple laps around the maternity ward, and then I was like, Malcolm, group hug, because I'm only like not even halfway there. And we need to make it to 10 centimeters. Bruh, I don't think we gonna make it. I called my nurse, I said, Meg, I'm punking out on you. Because Meg had 3 kids, all natural, no medication, no nothing. She like, shh. She like, this is your labor. You can make it what you want, Julie. If you want drugs, we'll get you drugs, but you can do this. Your body's designed to do this. I said, Meg, I got you. We're going to do this. We're going to do this. And then I was like, Meg, I lied. No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. So, anesthesiologist comes in. I had previous scoliosis surgery. For those of you who don't know, scoliosis is the curvature in your spine. So I have a scar that runs down the middle of my back, and I have metal rods in my spine to keep it from curving further than what it is. I had this surgery when I was like 14. When I told the anesthesiologist this, he looked at me and his face just changed. And he's like, this is the problem with scoliosis surgeries, right? You're either gonna take it on one side, or you might not take it at all. We won't know until we try. So they had Malcolm leave the room. I held on to Meg, the nurse, and I had to get injected twice for the epidural needle, which hurt like a bitch. Only to find out that the epidural didn't work. The scar tissue will not allow the medication to get to where it needs to get to. And I had watched so many videos, right? And I'm like, oh, I'm supposed to get this warming sensation in my legs. I'm not supposed to feel them. Bruh, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I felt everything. I felt everything from what they call, what's that? The ring of fire, when his head is like crowning. Stop it. Stop it. If you're gonna make noise, please go to the living room. Please go to the living room. What do you have in your mouth? What's in your mouth? What's that? That's not a cookie. Don't put that in your mouth. Mason, don't put that in your mouth. Take it out. Take it out. You don't put that in your mouth. You got more stuff in your mouth? Aroka. No? No more stuff in your mouth. Don't boy over here putting stuff in his mouth. Stop. See? Mom problems. Anyway. So that didn't work. I legit felt everything from his little head, which we get compliments on, you know, from the doctor because it's nicely shaped for a vaginal birth. But I felt everything even after birth, and when they had to give me a couple stitches because I did tear. I had like 3 minor tears. So I felt the needle for that. Does delivering a child hurt? Yes, it does. I had a vaginal, but from speaking with friends, and my mom had a C-section with my brother. C-sections are just as bad because the recovery time is horrible. You're in pain, you can't lift. I think it's hard for you to go upstairs too with your C-section scarring. And a lot of the times, if you have one C-section, your next labor can be a C-section. There is something called a VBAC, which is a vaginal birth after C-section, but that depends on the doctor if they're willing to do it, and if your pregnancy and health allows you to do it. So, yes, bringing life into the world is very painful. Stop it. That was number 3. Number 4, bringing life into the world is expensive AF, okay? AF. I have a full-time job. Malcolm has a full-time job. At the time, I don't think his job, like where he was, did paternity leave, but I got maternity leave for 3 months I was home. While I'm on maternity leave, you only, well, the way my company does it, and I guess New Jersey State, you only get 3/4 of your salary. So you gonna tell me I'm adding a amount to feed to my household, but you're decreasing my pay? How does that work? How am I ever supposed to get ahead in life? So on top of that, let you be a family or a household like us, where we both went to college. Malcolm has 2 degrees. I'm still working on my second. and we have like decent paying jobs, I guess, you don't qualify for nothing. You don't qualify for WIC. You don't qualify for childcare. You don't qualify for nothing. Okay? Better take these medical benefits from your job and call it a day. And even that, one of my friends said her medical benefits didn't cover, like her hospital stay or something like that. What kind of nonsense? So y'all expect me to stay here and pay $20,000 to stay at the hospital after I deliver the child? Y'all better let me go home right away. Because who got that money? Not I. So yeah, things to look out for. Number 3. So we're gonna move on to number 4. I said it in the beginning, guys. Being a mom is not easy.
Mommy.
Yes.
Mommy.
I am thankful to have the husband that I do by my side. Not everybody has that, okay? Not everybody has that, okay? There is a stigma of being a single parent. And I say that both ways because I do have, I know some guys who have taken full custody of their children and they're great parents and things like that. But, it's always like, well, what happened at the end of the day? Like, people look at that. And from listening to other people's stories, me, myself, and I, and honestly, guys, this is my opinion. It's not my situation. This is just the way I look at it. Ideally, you would want it to be a situation where I can put my feelings for you or whatever anger I have towards you to the side to make sure that we can co-parent as well as we can. Is that always the case? No. Is there any ideal situation for co-parenting? Probably not. But, again, you do what you have to do for your child. Point 5. As parents, I feel like we're not allowed to, especially moms, to express when we're frustrated about being a parent. Again, this shit ain't easy. Every day you wake up and you're not only trying to make sure that you're maintaining and caring for yourself, but taking care of a whole nother human life. And I only got one. Now, on top of that, add the pressure of being a woman and having goals in life and being a wife in my case, which is why I created this channel. So I can talk to all of you about my grievances and about my concerns and about my dreams, because before I became Mason's mom and Malcolm's wife, there was Julie. There was Julie before, there's Julie now, and there's always going to be Julie. What does Julie want to do in life? What goals do I have for myself? What goals do I have for my family? What goals do I have for my child? Like, there's a lot of different things that go into it. And I feel like, honestly, one of the biggest hurdles that I have with, and I don't want to get emotional, but it's when I'm passionate about things, I tend to get emotional. One of the biggest hurdles that I have in my life with being a mom is my career. I work at a college. I am a director of student activities. Student activities requires me, yes, I have a 9 to 5, but if my students have a trip on the weekends, I have to go, no. I have to go on a trip on the weekends. I've been on overnight trips with them. I go to the movies with them. Like, we do different things, right? What does that ultimately mean for my child? Time away from him. At any given day, I'll be in my office, working, and it'll just set in that this time that I am doing what I need to do for my family in terms of don't put your feet on that, in terms of making sure that we have a secure income, also means that I am sacrificing time away from my 2-year-old. So sometimes he'll come home and he goes to daycare and he sings little songs, and I'm like, you're learning things that I'm not teaching you. And I only get to see it briefly for a couple hours in the night and a few hours on the weekends. So that time that we do have together is very special. But I also feel very pressured because I feel like my decisions as a working mom are judged. Like, again, I don't want to get emotional, but I feel like as much as we promote women in the workforce and women being empowered and being strong, there still is a large sense of, but what about your children? What about your home life? What's that like? And what are you sacrificing in order to have a career? It just is the reality of parenting and being a mom right now. Is there any way to fix that? No, because you can't, I feel like you can't fully seclude yourself to one or the other. Again, why this channel is called the Mommy Scale. It's a balancing act. It's about sometimes knowing when I need to sacrifice and be there for my job, and knowing when to sacrifice and be there for my child. It's hard, and at times, I will admit, if he's home sick, and I've stayed home with him many a times, my child goes to daycare and he gets, the first year, he was sick all the time. The child had pneumonia, bronchitis, like, what the hell? So I stayed home with him a lot. As a department head, you kind of feel, at least me, because I am committed to my staff and my students, you feel guilty for not being at work and not being what they need you to do over there. But there's one person who's more important than that, and that's my son. So I'm gonna do what I need to do for him above all else. So that's one little rant. What are we up to? Number 6. Another feeling that comes with being a parent now is that you, like, and I think this has always been the case, you can't say how you really feel about your children sometimes, right? Children are fun. Children are exciting. I love watching my son learn. I love when he talks to me, because Mason is very talkative. I wonder who he gets it from. I love hanging out with him. He's awesome. But at the same time, he could be annoying as hell, y'all. Like, annoying as hell. Like, you don't see I'm trying to be out here and talk to the people, and he just be in here touching my makeup brushes, or coming into the room, or just asking for stuff. Like, it's just the reality. Like, you be tired, honestly. And that's when you, like, try to have balance with the other parent. And I'll be like, hey babe, making a video, and my mom's very supportive of me taking time to do me and doing what I need to do and want to do at the time. Sorry. So if I tell him I'm making videos, he'll be like, okay, I'll, hang out with Mason for a while, and that'll be that. Not everyone has that, okay? Sometimes you just gotta take it with a grain of salt and be like, my child is annoying the shit out of me today, but ain't shit else I can do. Sometimes, and I will give this as a piece of advice to new moms, if you're watching this, there will be times as a new mom or someone who has a newborn that you will need to take a moment to yourself. And this will not only count for newborns, actually. Anytime during, I guess, the first 2 years, you might need to just be like, I'm just gonna put you down safely in your crib and take a minute to close the door in the bathroom and just sit down, okay? Stop it. The bathroom became my sanctuary after I had a child. One, after you have a child, you just appreciate so much more what it's like to take a bath by yourself, to take a shower by yourself, and just be at peace and relax, okay? Also, sometimes there's gonna be times when that newborn wants nothing in the moment. They're just fussy, or they're colicky and you can't figure out how to fix it, or something is just off, and you're just emotional. And you need to take a step back. You need to put that baby down safely in their crib. I've done this with Mason. They'll cry for a little bit. It won't hurt them. And just take a moment to breathe. Because if you can't be the best parent in that moment for your child, you're not helping them and you're not helping yourself. That's something that I had to learn as a new mom. I was breastfeeding, It started off well, then at a point it wasn't going well, and that first time Mason got formula, I was a freaking wreck, okay? But it's life. He's healthy. We just went to the doctor yesterday. He is 34 inches. He's 2 years old. He's 34 inches, so that's pretty tall. And he's 26 pounds, 8 ounces. So he's up to date with what he's supposed to be doing. He talks a whole lot. He's a healthy child. And because of those moments that I took time for myself, he has a healthy mom to help him and guide him and be there for him. So yeah, I think my rant is over. I don't want to take up any more of your time, but thank you guys for watching and listening and being supportive, just honestly, in allowing me to have this platform to talk about the things that are of interest to me. I started this channel with the purpose and mission of just helping myself and helping other moms realize that parenting and life and being a working woman and wanting to have a career and goal for yourself requires balance. You know, it's a give and take. Some days I'm awesome at work. Some days I'm an awesome mom. Some days not so much. Most of those days in between, I can be an awesome wife too. Just ask mom. Sometimes, not all the time, not all the time. I'm not the best. It's only been 1 year, guys. I'm gonna keep working on it. But I hope you guys watched. If you have any topics that you want me to talk about, or if you can relate to any of this, just like this video and comment down below. I am so down for making new friends. The Mommy Skill is also on Instagram and on Facebook if you guys want to be social media friends. I would love that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good night. Love you all. Bye.